all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. Fame's been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing. Playing, baby. Saying, baby. Love it, shit. You know I'm crazy. So go ahead and put a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah. Get to taking that off of me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will.
Hello, you little moles. Who got the birthdays up in this mall? Hey, Jill Ruff, happy belated birthday. Happy birthday, Zal, period. Happy birthday. Y'all give him some birthday love. I'll sing for him. Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to you. Oh, Cookie, want to say happy birthday to child? Tell them, Cookie. Say happy birthday to you. No, she done went back upstairs, y'all. Cookie is not in for it, okay? I got the door open too, so she up there watching. Tay, did you like the video I sent you? I think I did. One second.
You're a different type of delusional when you try to seek revenge on people that you created problems. You're a different type of delusional when you try to seek revenge on people that you created problems with. Oh God, you are definitely delusional when you make up so many fantastical, outlandish lies about a person to where you even start believing those lies to be real. Oh my God, what in the world? You real delusional if you play victim in the story when you are really the monster. You the villain in the story, baby. And you play victim. That's real delusional for you to try to pretend like you don't know why a person don't rock with you or why they don't like you. Why they delete me? Why they block me? Why what I do. What you mean what you do? Like, there's no way that you can pretend like you ain't the one who's been creating the problems. Jumping from phone to phone to phone to phone with different stories to try to tear somebody down because you don't feel good about yourself. Oh, my Lord.
Thank you, Astute, for reminding me. Wasn't that a word? Wasn't that a fucking word? Okay. So yeah, if y'all want to see me put this wig right here on, y'all can go to Wente Slay. I'll put the video link in the chat. I got 2 videos that I'm coming up, and one of the videos I'm gonna add at the end of it a little complete the look kind of thingy where y'all see the outfit that I wore with the hair. Okay. Hey, y'all, coming up in this month. Hey, period. Okay. That was a word indeed. You know what? I might need to add that to my intro. Okay. Because it's mofos that need to hear that. Let me get this channel link. So y'all can go on over there and subscribe. Okay, comment. I got 2 videos on there already, and I got 2 more to put on there. The one of them is a ombre brown, black to brown unit, and the other one is a reddish brown like barrel curl wig that I've had probably a year. I just never opened it. The yaki, the ombre brown to black is yaki, so it is it's what you call it. I just got that one, and I got that one. Did I get that from? No, I didn't get that from this company. I got it from Ashamary. But what on that video I had made a mistake, and didn't put the what you call the thing. This the reddish brown one, and then I made a mistake and didn't have a recording while I was taking it out the package and stuff like that. But I done recurled it and got the curls sitting in pins. So I'll open it. I'll just have to, show what came in the package and stuff like that, and then put it in that video for a little quick video. But this and this is the ombre black to brown. It's a 360, and it's yaki textured hair, and y'all know I like the yaki texture, but I like the kinky straight texture better. Okay. Yes, Shay P, I need to get back home there. I'm gonna order me something else. I need to order me something else because I gotta be cost efficient. Okay. Shay P got nice hair. It ain't cheap though. Okay, but it's nice as fuck. Okay, my Burmese curls are still up there popping. Toddy even tackled that mofo. Okay, and y'all know I just end up buying the hair and making a wig out of it. I still haven't made them other kinky straight wigs that I was gonna make. I still haven't made them. The hair is still upstairs. I got tape pins and all type of shit I haven't wore. But again, I'm gonna get with my put my things up. Probably expect the videos probably tomorrow or something like that. I just got to do really the voiceovers and add the clip for the complete the look, so y'all can see how it looked. That red hair, that's the one I did the complete the look on, and y'all will like that look. Okay, it's really vibing with the red hair. Okay. But hey, everybody up in there, hey, talking with China. Y'all, if y'all haven't checked out her channel, please get y'all asses on over there to that channel. She have good, she do like a advice talk sessions too. little short videos, giving little advice and stuff like that. And it be good advice, down home advice. Okay. Also, she has a very good personality. So get on over to her channel. Make sure all the content creators that's in the chat, make sure y'all get over to her channel, over to their channels. I know Talk with Shayna is trying to get monetized right now. But our other people is in here monetized, but still make sure y'all support those channels and what they have going on. Uppity is stewed up in this batch. Brown Skin still doing her little what you call those, she changed it to Brown Skin Confessionals. Okay, I don't trust her still, but I know y'all do, so get on over there and all that. Uppity doing a whole bunch of different stuff. And y'all know, again, that Uppity gets real deep into her shit. So if you be thinking about some stuff and you be wanting to talk shit and you don't know how to relate to shit, get on over there to Uppity channel so she can tell you how to relate to shit to people so they'll understand what the fuck you talking about. Okay, because sometimes people be talking shit, people don't know what they're talking about, but Uppity gonna break that shit down for you. A real educated kind of read. Okay, that's her little niche. Okay, Astute over there doing her thing with her little reviews. She did a temperature check Tuesday to see how people mental is, and y'all need to get on in that mode. Okay, all the content creators in the chat, please drop y'all links in the chat. Everybody provide different perspectives, different niches. Everybody have different things. Like I said, Astute and Briss Block, they like to do wellness checks. And people don't realize with all the stuff that's going on, even like with the shit that's going on YouTube, you be needing that motherfucking wellness check. Okay? That mental, because y'all know that's how I be off this bitch for a minute. Like, I just wanted to, last week I was on vacation. Like, I can't even talk freely with y'all like that anymore because people take everything I fucking say and turn it into some malicious shit that don't even be making sense. So, and I just wanted to enjoy my grandbaby and all that shit. Did I tell y'all she spent the night? Her little pictures just came today too. Child, she spent the night with me last week. Wasn't even a week old, child. I told my daughter, I said she gotta I might have to wait on keeping her now, or I might have to get used to it or something, because her little ass, I kept forgetting she was here. And then all I could see is when, I had was, straightening up my room. I'm cleaning my bed off, straightening my bed up and stuff. And then I had set her down on the floor in her little thing. So she was asleep. So I set her down there. And so I get to watching TV. I'm, after I done straightened the bed up, now I'm folding clothes and all this. And then I get to ready to go around the bed to put some clothes in the dresser and hear her little ass there. Eyes almighty. Okay. Hey, Carol. Eyes almighty. Okay. So, I just, and I kept forgetting that she was here while I was asleep. So I kept popping up because I'm like, I didn't want to go into a deep sleep. So I was tired and a mofo that next day. Do you hear me? Come get your child. Okay? Come get your damn child. Oh, Tanya, don't they wear? But it's a good wear out, okay? They ain't like our damn kids wearing our asses out, okay? Because we just used to beat their asses and let them go on up belt to ass, okay? We be a little easier on the grandkids, but child, yeah. So she a week now, almost 2 weeks. Friday. So yes. Y'all make sure y'all support the women in the chat. We're gonna make sure that we support each other. Again, it's something for everybody. If you don't like somebody, just don't go to their fucking channel, okay? But if you do like some of their content or whatever, go over there and kick it with them and show them some support. It don't cost you shit, okay? Especially if you ain't paying for YouTube Premium. That means you ain't gotta watch no commercials. But if you ain't paying for YouTube Premium, it's free to go on over there and support every damn body. So yeah, get on over there. Did I see somebody else in there? Denim and Brownie, they coming. That when they get out of rehab, they'll be in here. Hey, Bridget J, I thank you yesterday. I don't know if you watched the video from last night, but thank you so much for the $50 Cash App for my little Bailey child. And I cannot wait until I show y'all what PBE then got the damn baby done. She done, y'all know she creative as fuck too. So that, you know what? I told her that's another thing us Sagittarius has got in common. We real creative. Most Sagittarius I know, they do stuff. They got something. They either know how to do hair. They doing something. They know how, they got some type of talent. You know what I'm saying? Natural talent. Okay, not beside us being funny as shit and just outgoing. I told y'all I watch my own self on my own videos and I crack up like it's not me. I'm ignorant. Do y'all? I am ignorant. Okay. Period. Okay. Hey, PBE, when you gonna take me off the block list? Because I already told you I wasn't on the block list or whatnot, and I believe you got me on the block list, and you know you got me on the block list. So until you remove me off the block list, I think I'm gonna block this page right here. What y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat if I should. Not me being messy already. Put a 1 in the damn chat if I should block PBE other channel until she unblock me on the other channel, on the original. I want to see the original because I be seeing the original sometime on YouTube on my other channel. So that's how I know I ain't got her blocked. Okay, but she got me blocked. And I think she just don't want to admit it. Y'all tell her it's okay. Tell her it's okay to unblock me. Okay. And yeah. All right. Now, attention. After this, hey, giving you the real tea. Hey, friend. Where have you been? Where the hell is Simply Beautiful? Has she been in the damn chat? Y'all know she ain't beautiful, but where's Simply Messy been? Okay? If y'all see her around these damn YouTube streets, tell her to get her ass back over here. I know we be messy, but we be keeping up some other shit over here too. We can't trust her. Get her ass back over here. I miss her. Tell her I miss her. And y'all know, make sure y'all still keep y'all prayers up for my cookie from the shop, my Miss Mary, all that shit. Britt Block is out the hospital. So just let me tell her Britt's business. Sorry, Britt. But they was on the sick and shut in list. So make sure y'all give them shouts out and keep y'all prayers up for everybody that be up in this mode. So now we can get to this. Okay. So let's see what court documents that we got in store. I haven't been on here or whatnot to see all the documents, but I do know that it's new documents. Okay. And from what I hear, this motherfucker, then Rick James, bitch, Esquire, then called herself like amending her bankruptcy. When she did that, we don't know, because I'm quite sure since the bankruptcy been discharged for 2.5 years at this point. When you get approval to get the shit amended to add, it looks like PBE and Marcella on the motherfucker. Now I want to check it out for myself because I want to see if this shit has been put on here. If she put this in here and added them on as a debtor, Like that, like she owed them or they owe her, because I heard it was that she put it on here like they owe her, because y'all know, since she want to bring up the bankruptcies of people and shit like that, Marcella put the placard out there like, bitch, you filed for bankruptcy, so what you talking about? Like, what bankruptcy's got to do with anything on the docket? But since you brought it up, let's talk about your motherfucking bankruptcy that you have judgments on with people, and you haven't reported those judgments as income or whatnot. And let me just pull this shit up, because let me see here. Let me share my screen right here so y'all can see what's on the mofo docket. Because it looked like this batch try to be slick all the fucking time. Response and opposition. Who's this filed by? Filed by this bitch. Okay. Let me see here. And I also heard that on network, read they ass for filth. Her ass for a filth. Oh no. This shit 200 and fucking let me see how much this costs. Oh, okay, I'll get it. Counsel reading through counselor respectfully submits this response in opposition to defendant Carlos Reginald King motion to dismiss plaintiff's amended complaint. This case arises in large part from a plot that the defendant Carlos Reginald King and Maurice Jefferson Scott, aka Maurice Rasheen Scott, agent for his production company, concocted as follows. 1, to employ members of a gang known as the Family to dox, harass, stalk, and harass. Wait a minute. I thought they was harassing you already, so they harassing your ass again. She's so fucking eager. To Family to dox, harass, stalk, and harass plaintiffs personally, plaintiff's legal practice, and plaintiff's family on various social media public platforms, i.e. YouTube, TikTok, Inc., and YouTube, Inc. from July 2023 to present, to file a baseless civil litigation against case in the Circuit Court of Madison County. This stupid bitch. Why you didn't say none of this shit in what's it called? Hey Marcella, why you didn't say none of this shit in the case with on the Alabama case? File a baseless civil litigation case in the Circuit Court of Madison, Alabama on December 22nd, 2023. Maurice Jefferson Scott. And that's the thing too. And again, this is why I told you I think they all in this shit together, because again, he filed his case December 22nd, 2023 against her, Here for the Hot Tea, her husband, and Black Titanic. And then she filed her case against all of us, not them, not Maurice, that she claimed and concocted this thing against her since July 2023. Why the fuck you didn't add all of them in the fucking case then? Why you didn't add all of them in the case when you filed it 7 days later? 7 days later. All right. So let's take a look and remember the date that she filed this lawsuit here, December 29th, 2023. Okay. Always keep that in your mind, because I'm going to talk about it at the end of this bankruptcy thing and why this motherfucker then fucked up. Okay. against plaintiff in order to use it as a storyline on a national television show entitled Love and Marriage Huntsville that Kingdom Reign Entertainment LLC produces and broadcasts on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Now, here again, this is the same shit that was in the case that Anonymous, when she was ghost writing for Black Titanic alleged attorney. This is the same shit she was saying in there, that they was using it for a storyline. Not to date have we heard them talk about this court case on that show. Now, unless they talked about it on this season, y'all let me know. But you already had your court case going on, so you should be showing that they used this as a storyline before this season even started. Correct or no? Yeah, uppity. I think they're gonna get busted because now that they put in that motion for the judge to recuse themselves for bias, saying that the judge was biased because the judge allowed somebody to come into the court and illegally record, which again, like I said, if it was illegal to record in the court and you saying that the judge seen it, apparently it's not illegal. And from your court filings, you don't know what the fuck is illegal or not. It's clear you don't know the fucking law. Why you talking about somebody trying to attack your fucking practice? Bitch, you ain't got no practice. All you do is practice fucking breaking the motherfucking law, you raggedy batch. But I digress. Let me get on because I know y'all ready for it. Let me see. To file a basis litigation, okay. To direct members of the gang known as the family to file false and fraudulent Missouri bar complaints with the Office of Chief Disciplinary Counsel against plaintiff from October 2003 to present. And this is another fucking thing right here, is that, bitch, it's none of that. You can't claim this shit as fraudulent because motherfuckers already got you fucking paid. Motherfuckers already got you paid for the shit. And if it was fraudulent or baseless, they wouldn't be investigating, bitch. They wouldn't be investigating. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is my letter from the OCDC where they're going to be investigating. Gave me a case number, everything. And I already know that she already got cases open, several complaints open with PBE, I believe Marcella, Benny, and a couple of attorneys as well. Okay. So there we go. Mr. King, executive producer, so LLC Entertainment. Further, Mr. King is a partner and blogger for Defending YouTube and other social media companies. Scott is an employee of Defendant OWN. Also, Mr. Scott is an agent for Defendant Kingdom Reign Entertainment that Mr. King is a manager for. Further, Mr. Scott has appeared on various social media broadcasts hosted by Mr. King on his YouTube channel. And what the fuck does that mean? Mr. King and Mr. Scott initiated, coordinated, and committed tortious conduct against the plaintiff, a resident of Missouri. Mr. King is directly liable, culpable, and responsible for the attacks against plaintiff's constitutional rights from July 2023 to present. But yet you don't have one episode where they use this shit as a storyline. Still haven't produced that. Because why you didn't produce that in here? Let me get down to the get down. Relevant facts applicable to defendant Carlos King. Defendant Carlos Reginald King is a Detroit, Michigan native who attended Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan, and Hunter College in New York. New York, as indicated in his declaration of Carlos King, Reginald King, filed on July 21st. Mr. King does not indicate in this declaration that he has an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree from either of these colleges. He ain't got two, motherfucker. Is that pertinent to this damn case? It is safe to deduce that Mr. King only has a high school diploma as his highest education attained to date. Bitch, don't this shit say relevant facts? Defendant Carlos is an executive producer of TV show Love and Marriage Huntsville that broadcasts on Wolfram Network since January 2019. Currently, Love and Marriage Huntsville is in its 10th season, broadcasting on OWN. This is the time right here for you to add in here the episodes where they didn't use you as a storyline. Mr. King created his company in 2012 and serves as manager for his company that is currently producing Love and Marriage Huntsville on OWN. Also, Mr. King created his own YouTube content creator channel, i.e., he put the channel in here, on July 12, 2020, where he partners with defendant YouTube. Further, so we all partner with YouTube. So that means Black Titanic partners with YouTube. That means her daughter partners with YouTube. That means all of them scammers and everybody partners with YouTube, and also blogs for monetary compensation, because we all are on here as YouTube partners getting paid. I cannot. Defendant OWN gives Mr. King an annual budget in excess of $300,000 to produce shows, i.e., Love and Marriage Huntsville, through his production company, Kingdom Reign Entertainment, on OWN. Defendant OWN employs defendant Maurice as a cast member on Love and Marriage Huntsville since 2019, when they'd already told your bitch ass that he don't fucking work for OWN. And if Carlos King is producing the show, he's producing the motherfucking entertainment. So the contracts are with him, not with OWN. OWN has a fucking budget to Mr. King, not to Mr. King and Maurice. Also, Mr. Scott is an agent for Mr. King's production company, Kingdom Reign Entertainment, who Mr. King is a manager for. Mr. King and Mr. Scott recruited members of the gang known as the Family in order to dox, harass, and stalk threatened people like the plaintiff, who provided an analysis to help individuals, i.e. Melody Cherie Rogers. I can't make this shit up. Y'all see this shit right here in these motherfucking court documents. Again, mentioning Melody. Leave toxic relationships for individuals who exhibited common traits of malignant narcissism, the same traits that your motherfucking ass exhibit. In particular, they did the following as pled in the April 22nd, 2025 amended complaint. To employ the members of the gang. Now, this is another thing right here. Bitch, how you know about the annual budget in excess of $300,000? How do you know this? Because when they released the documents with the productions stuff and all that stuff in Alabama, that shit was sealed as confidential. The shit was sealed as confidential. Attorney eyes only. Since you, bitch, claim that you are not the attorney on the countersuit that Black Titanic arised, then how the fuck did you know about this $300,000 budget for production? Because that was under a sealed fucking document. This information is not public information for that court case. So how did you know this? Because only Black Titanic's lawyer is supposed to know this information, besides the attorneys from OWN. Maurice wasn't supposed to know this, or motherfucking you. Even though both of y'all are attorneys, you are not involved in the countersuit at all. So it was no need for you to know this information, because you're not the attorney for the countersuit. So how do you get this information, bitch? Okay. Plaintiff has learned the following additional facts. Defendant Mr. King and Mr. Scott allocate part of the annual budget in excess of $300,000 received from defendant OWN to defendant Marcella Irish Booth. So they gave her the whole fucking production budget. Marcella, I want some of that motherfucking money. Okay? Defendant Marcella Irish Booth to speak with your girl Marcella. Also, they send instructions of who the gang known as the family attacks to defendant Ms. Booth. How you know that? Hey, Mickey Ficky, how do you know this? You see all of these allegations with no motherfucking proof, because how would you know how much he sent to Marcella, if that was even a thing? Then defendant Marcella Booth distributes funds and instructions to defendants Anthony Terrell Lofties and defendant Natalia T. Garner when Tay talks to target a hit list of individuals to intimidate into silence or destruction on behalf of Mr. King and Mr. Wait a minute, let me find out. Y'all bitches ain't tell me I was up in this motherfucker. Let me get motion to strike up in this motherfucker, because bitch, you got me fucked up, and I'm sick of you making these fucking accusations. You know what? I'm just gonna file another motherfucking complaint on your ass to the fucking OCDC for filing motherfucking unfounded, baseless motherfucking accusations, criminal activity. That's what I'm gonna do. You raggedy bitch. I'm sick of her ass. Plaintiff was one of those targets since July 2023 to present. Then if I'm working for Carlos and Marcella, why the fuck you ain't send my motherfucking summons to them? Why you send it to the Sitco Corporation in Dallas, Texas? Members of the gang, known as the family, meet periodically and use company resources at telecommunications company, i.e. AT&T and Verizon Wireless, hospitals, and LexisNexis to dox, harass, stalk, threaten, and intimidate individuals on behalf of Mr. King and Mr. Scott. Individuals named in the April 22nd, 25 amended complaint have admissions on various public social media platforms to validate the relevant facts noted above. Listed below is a brief reference of these admissions on the record. On June 23rd, 2024, Marcella did a public YouTube live entitled Love and Marriage Huntsville. Sunday, I want to address 3 bloggers and a mother, where she specifically indicated that there is a gang known as the Family formed on YouTube LLC. But you said she was a motherfucking part of the gang. So which one is it? Was she announcing to people about the gang, or is she part of the motherfucker? Because you said she was a leader of the bitch. One of them. Live is incorporated by reference and attached here in Exhibit 2. We got to check those exhibits out. On March 29, 2025, defendant Natavia Garner, Felicia Brim Moore, Marcella Boo, and others, including individual defendants named in the April 22nd thing, content creator Empress Radio panel listed live breaking Love and Marriage Hunt for Scott. Marcel Scott makes TMZ after getting locked up, plus blogger meetup, where they indicated these social media partners use their employment to dox and report information to a gang known as the Family. When did they report that? In order to target individuals for specific hit lists that Mr. King and Maurice provides them. A copy of the March 29, 2025 Empress Radio YouTube live. Then why you ain't add Empress to the lawsuit? Why you ain't make a name up for her? Oh, let me quit saying that, because you know Empress don't want no fucking smoke. Plaintiff listed details, factual allegations. What's factual allegations, bitch? Either it's factual or it's an allegation. With exhibits in the April. Bitch, you that shit wasn't no motherfucking facts in that bullshit you submitted. Cause why you ain't submitting the shit in here? Let me go down to these exhibits, because I can't read no more of this shit, because I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. And in conclusion, defendant Carlos Reginald King's motion to dismiss fails to overcome the legal significance of plaintiff's amended complaint that is factually well pled as a pro se litigant. You mean pro se attorney? Satisfying personal judicial, federal and under Missouri long arm statute and due process standards, venue requirements, and states a plausible claim for the court to proceed with discovery and trial on the merits. It ain't got no motherfucking merits, bitch. Plaintiff respectfully requests that this court deny defendant Carlos Reginald King's motion to dismiss plaintiff amended complaint in its entirety, allow this case to proceed to discovery, particularly regarding said defendant Carlos Reginald King alleged role in coordinated social media based harassment, and grant any other relief as needed. Bitch. While you posting this case information in this court, why you ain't posted? Did you post what the fuck Maurice the transcripts of what he said you was fucking saying on that fucking panel, bitch? Yeah, here we go. You submit motherfucking This right here shows that his shit wasn't baseless. So she gonna put this shit in here, his complaint, where he outlines the defamatory shit that you and Black Titanic was saying about him. This is just his case. What is Exhibit A? A video. Exhibit. What is this? What's Exhibit 2? Video 2. What is this? Maurice and Kimmy? Maurice sentenced 120 months for drugs. Not this bitch that added Black Titanic shit in here trying to get her involved in this shit. Friends. How many of us have them? Friends. The ones we can't depend on. Bitch. Now she put here for hot tea shit in here, Black Titanic shit in here, knowing good motherfucking well they done fucking defamed this motherfucking character on this shit because they talking about a motherfucker that's not him. Okay, this Marcella thing. What was this supposed to show? Oh my God. Oop, oop. Okay, this is the part she want to highlight. Uma, a genius of America lizards family compromising the French foot. Now, let me explain that, y'all, since I'm not the sharpest tool in the blank, there is a family on these YouTube streets, YouTubers. I need you to listen to me. There is a family on these YouTube streets. Now, one of the family members, I can't tell you their name because there's no digital print, you know, of their tag name on YouTube. Why you ain't highlight this part? Can't tell you the person's name, but Miss Black Titanic, Helen Uma, you have a relative on these YouTube streets that's been burning down the house. This bitch want them in this shit so fucking bad. Why the fuck would you submit this shit? Like the judge just gonna stop with what you got fucking highlighted and not read the underlining fucking statement. And Marcella, this is the fucking video that we talking about when we said you said it was a fucking family on YouTube. Bitch, she didn't say no motherfucking gang. She said it was a family on YouTube, and you know she was talking about Black Titanic, her motherfucking daughter, and your motherfucking groundhog looking ass. I cannot. She done put this shit in here as fucking evidence against her own damn people. Because clearly after this, she saw about the gang and she said the person's name, but Miss Black Titanic, you have a relative on the street, which go along with her saying it's a family on this motherfucking YouTube street. It's a lot of fucking families on YouTube as well. Let me see if she highlighted anything else from all of this transcript. This ignorant. I'm starting to question if you really even graduated from bar school, law school. Okay, here's another one. Okay, this one us on the panel. Okay. Okay, everybody up here looking good or whatnot. Okay. Let's see here what we got here. What's highlighted for us to look at? Ooh, 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 ooh. Gregory! Here we go. We got action. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But you just got to realize people up here think that because you're behind that computer screen, we got some very intelligent people up here. There is specialists. Y'all, we got people, we got a lot of people up here that work in medical fields and everything. And then what you do is you got people that work at bill collectors places, and I say, oh, I want to can you pull out that LexisNexis? I need to know who this is. There it go, Marcella. So we just up here, and I'm glad that Empress is doing this. Can you not look at LexisNexis and find out who somebody is, or research somebody on LexisNexis? Again, I told y'all I don't even fucking know what LexisNexis is, but where did this part right here in this excerpt show that people are doxing, harassing? Because you can want to know who the fuck somebody is all you want to. You have that right. This motherfucker's so damn stupid. So you submitted all that shit just to show that somebody said LexisNexis, I want to know who you are. And you came up with that whole conclusion from what? They didn't mention Carlos. They didn't mention Maurice onion head ass. They didn't mention none of that shit. They ain't even mention looking up nobody and doxing their asses. Because again, you can want to know and look up whoever the fuck you want to look up. And it's not illegal unless you tap into somebody's fucking database. So again, nothing. She got this whole transcript from Empress Live up here. And just that piece of excerpt from this 2-3 hour live, she pulled that bullshit out as her gotcha moment. Just like she did with Marcella. Now she talking about that mean, like, bitch, you an attorney. You know that shit don't mean a motherfucking thing. And again, it's not illegal to have a family on YouTube. Just like Black Titanic and her daughter is on YouTube. So that's all she had on here. PBE, where's the one where she talk about the bankruptcy? Let me go back. Because I want to get to Marcella's response too. This is On's response. Introduction. McNeil's response and opposition response fails to overcome On and Runner Brother Discovery motion to dismiss for lack of proper venue under Rule 12b-3 and failure to state a claim under Rule 12b-6. Like her complaint, McNeil's response is long on carbonhydration. What is this? Carbonhydrates. and short on protein. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. This the first one. This shit right here is this is a whole different fucking attorney, because the other fucking attorney, hey Miss Mary, the other attorney for OWN in Alabama said this is plaintiffs, this is counter plaintiffs third bite at the apple, same fucking apple, same bullshit. And this is OWN saying this same shit on this fucking complaint. Let me read that again, y'all, because I know I fucked up that word. Like her complaint, McNeil's response is long on carbohydrates and short on protein, batch. Document 288. The response is filled with off-menu items. This motherfucker is filled with off-menu items the court cannot consider when ruling on a motion to dismiss, such as facts outside the pleadings and unsupported legal conclusions. Exactly. The heart of McNeil's response seems to be her claim that OWN and Warner Brothers Discovery are liable for the acts of several of the other defendants via agency and non-respondent superior liability. Fatal to this argument, however, is McNeil's failure to plead any fucking facts. Okay, y'all, my blood pressure got up a little bit because, bitch. Oh my God. Marcella, ate up ain't the fucking word. And this is just the start of it. Yes, uppity, he clowning. They clowning. Who whatsoever. No, failure to plead any facts whatsoever that would establish such liability. Thus, for all the reasons set forth below, as well as in defendant's opening brief, document 281, McNeil has failed to demonstrate her claim against OWN and Warner Brothers Studio can survive dismissal under Rule 12b3 or 6, or 6, motherfucker. As a result, OWN and Warner Brothers Discovery respectfully request the court to dismiss all of McNeil's claims with prejudice. Argument. McNeil has not pled facts significant to impose agency or respondent superior liability upon OWN or Warner Brothers Discovery. Throughout her response, McNeil repeatedly and improperly invokes agency and respondent superior liability as her hook to state a claim against OWN and Warner Brothers. But McNeil has failed to plead facts to establish the existence of either doctrine with respect to OWN or Warner Brothers, or to anybody else for that matter. In fact, the only allegation she makes to this effect is that she believes OWN and Warner Brothers are responsible for the actions of their employees, agents, partners under agency law, actual and apparent authority, and principles of respondent superior holding an employer or principal liable for the wrongful acts of an employee or agent within the scope of employment or agency. Example, they put it in document 112. The problem, however, is that this allegation is a classic threadbare recital of elements which does not suffice under federal pleading standards. And they give a case study. Although courts must accept all factual allegations as true, they are not bound to accept as true a legal conclusion couched as a factual allegation. So, bitch, your shit null and fucking void. Please dismiss your fucking self. Under Missouri law, as an agency relationship exists when 1, the principal has the right to control the conduct of the agent with respect to matters entrusted to the agent. 2, the agent is a fiduciary, I can't say that word, of the principal. 3, the agent is able to alter legal relationships between the principal and the third party. They give a case study. The absence of any of these 3 elements defeats a claim that agency exists. They give another reference. The doctrine of respondent superior defines a specific type of principal-agent relationship. Under this doctrine, an employer or principal is vicariously liable for the negligence or acts of responsible Where the fuck was I at? Negligence under employment. Where the fuck was I at? Doctor and superior. An employer, or I'll just start right here. An employer or a principal is vicariously liable for the negligence acts of omission of his employee or agent that are committed within the course and scope of his employment or agency. And they give a case. Although it is far from clear, McNeil seems to claim that some sort of agency relationship exists between Warner Brothers and OWN and OWN and nearly all of the other defendants, but to hold OWN and Warner Brothers liable for the acts of others. But also, she's saying that YouTube and TikTok is responsible and Google. So which the fuck one is it? And who the fuck do your barracuda looking ass think that somebody just wants to do? Like, why did they pick you? Who the fuck you supposed to be? Besides somebody that need to be in the fucking loony bin. But to hold OWN and Warner Brothers reliable for the acts of others, McNeil must do more repeatedly cite to one conclusatory paragraph about the agency law throughout the complaint. And they give the docket number that she did it in. Rather, she must assert facts, and they put that in bold. Facts. That support her conclusion that each alleged principal is legally responsible for the acts of each alleged agent. But this she does not do. She does not even come close. Damn. With respect to Warner Brothers Discovery, McNeil makes no allegations and asserts no facts that Warner Brothers Discovery has the right to control any other person or entity, including OWN. At 123, McNeil does not identify facts that would indicate OWN or any other person or entity is a, y'all see that F word, of Warner Brothers. And last, McNeil asserts no facts to establish OWN can alter legal relationships between Warner Brothers and third parties. Moreover, Missouri law is clear. One corporation does not become the agent of any corporation merely because it is owned by the other. And they give a case study. As for OWN, it appears McNeil's position is that Mr. King, his related entities, defendant Kingdom Reign Entertainment LLC and CRK Entertainment, Mr. Scott, and all of the content creator defendants are agents of OWN via either agency principles or doctrine of the respondent superior. As with Warner Brothers Discovery, McNeil does not allege a single fact that would establish the existence of actual or apparent authority between OWN and any other defendant. McNeil likewise fails to allege facts establishing that OWN is an employer over any of the other defendants, one, and I got to read that little side note, or that an act of was committed within the course or scope of any employment as required to establish respondent superior liability. And this is the same thing that OWN said about them in the Alabama case. Let's say Martin Reese did work for us. That doesn't mean that we control everything aspect of his being. It doesn't mean that he can't have an independent thought outside of what the fuck his employment rules is. His employment is not based upon him doing a murder plot on Black Titanic. That ain't part of his damn contract if he did work for us, but he don't work for us, batch. As set forth below, many of McNeil's other arguments are based upon the premise that OWN and Warner Brothers are liable for the acts of other persons or entities. But because the premise is not properly supported by allegations in the complaint, the majority of her argument failed for this reason alone. Damn. Bitch, you ain't got enough. And let's just read what the one was as related to the other defendants. In her brief, McNeil states OWN employs Mr. Scott, document 288 at page 6. But as set forth in section 3C1 infra, no such allegation is found in the complaint. Y'all know they charging them motherfuckers up the wazoo because clearly they have read all of this shit. Let me go back. McNeil likewise makes no allegation that Mr. King is an employee of OWN. B. Dismissal is proper under Rule 12b-3 for improper venue, despite the fact Ms. McNeil indicates in another filing, document 245 at page 7, that her basis for filing suit in this district is the allegations that defendant Anthony Lofties used plaintiff's subscribers' information and contacted people from St. Louis, Missouri to dox the plaintiff. She now contends that venue is proper in the Eastern District of Missouri because her name and private data were broadcast online, on public platforms, linked directly to OWN and Warner Brothers through the acts of their agents and or employees, and these acts foreseeably injured plaintiffs in Missouri. As set forth in OWN and Warner Brothers' opening brief, the complaint fails to allege any facts, let alone substantial acts taken by OWN or Warner Brothers that gave rise to this lawsuit in the Eastern District of Missouri. 2, and the conclusory unpled allegations in the response do not suffice to establish venue. Additionally, as explained in section 2B, the plaintiff fails to plead facts, and that's highlighted again, demonstrating that either OWN or Warner Brother is liable for any acts of agency or employees via the doctrines of agency or respondent superior. Let me see what this 2 is. Pages cited to document 281 are the documents pages and not the PDF pages numbers. Purportedly in support of her position that she has established venue against OWN and Warner Brother, McNeil cites a case study, but McNeil makes no argument or analysis as to how these cases support her position. So basically they saying she just throwing cases in there, case studies in there that don't even associate with her claims. Just like how she said, Marcella said on her admitted on her live that she was part of a family or knew a family that was a gang on YouTube and all this, and all she have is Marcella saying on her YouTube channel that there's a gang on YouTube, and Black Titanic know exactly who the fuck it is, and she's part of the family. She said Black Titanic was part of the motherfucking family. So now are you saying that Black Titanic is part of the family that's the fucking gang with her and her daughter on YouTube? Or daughters on YouTube? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Moreover, the law is clear that in determining whether substantial acts given a rise to the claims at issue occur within the Eastern District of Missouri as provided by 28 that rule, the court focus must be on relevant activities of the defendant in the forum state, not to be affected of those activities on the plaintiff in the forum state. Claims arises where the complaint of acts or omission of the defendant occur. And this is why everybody submitted their motions for dismissals for lack of jurisdiction and things like that, because all of us live in different states. And she's saying that we did all this concocting and all these planning in these states. That's where the crime occurred. That's where the foul occurred to you. Well, not crime. That's where the foul occurred for you. Okay? Because clearly, again, the stuff that she says crimes ain't really fucking crimes. And she ain't, like, even when she's saying like harassing and shit like that, she ain't giving no fucking details of no fucking harassment or any fucking thing. No details of the facts. No details of the instances that she was harassed. Finally, even assuming arguendo, the foreseeability of McNeil's alleged injuries were relevant in determining venue under 28 USC, and to be clear, they are not. McNeil does not allege any of the harm she suffered occurred in the Eastern District of Missouri, bitch. Rather, any harm McNeil alleged suffered in Boone County, Missouri, which is the western. God damn! Bitch, do not tell me that you don't even have the right district motherfucking court. And this is why. Which is in the Western District of Missouri, stating McNeil can be contacted at 3610 Buttonwood Drive, Suite 200, Columbia, Boone fucking County, Missouri. Exhibit 10, a petition for an order of protection filed by McNeil in the Circuit Court of Boone County, Missouri, based upon the act of stalking by one of the content creator defendants, which occurred in Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, Boone County. Exhibit 10 also states Missouri, but McNeil resides in Columbia, Missouri, Boone County. Exhibit 14. Oh my God! PBE. Your motherfucking ass didn't tell me all this shit was in here. Y'all, this is the first time I'm reading this too. This is the first time I'm reading this. Oh my God. So, this is giving dismissal all day because you ain't got this shit in the right motherfucking court any fucking way. Judge, you ain't noticed that. I'm just asking for some of the defendants, Judge. I ain't trying to get smart enough than Judge, okay? I love you. In case this transcript finds its way in your court for this video, we cool, Judge. Hopefully we cool. Oh, you know what? I ain't gonna say we cool because I don't know you and you don't know me, only per these court documents, because I don't want plaintiff and counter defendant, Sarita McNeil, to say that me and you are knowing each other and you need to recuse yourself, okay? Even though she got the shit in the wrong motherfucking court. Judge, can you look into that? Please. Do me a solid, please, one time. Well, do all of us a solid. Everybody is solid, okay? Your Honor, please, okay? I ain't getting smart, okay? Let's proceed to the documentation. Oh my God. Can you say BTA? Belt to ass. Whew, child. Okay. They done put, yeah, bitch, they done use your own bullshit that you done fucking filed in this shit fraudulently because you didn't obtain no fucking court order or no fucking protection order. You didn't need one because wasn't nobody thinking about your musty ass. And now you got the fucking nerve. Now they done use that shit against your silly ass. As we all do. Every fucking document you submit to this fucking court. And I'm putting this, I'm filing a complaint against this shit. Because bitch, you should have known this shit. You should have known better. Okay. This is another fucking complaint for the OCDT. This is showing gross incompetence. Gross fucking incompetence. What the fuck? I cannot believe this. Exhibit 10 also states McNeil resides in Columbia, Missouri, Boone County. Exhibit 14, another petition for an order of protection filed in the Circuit Court of Boone County, and in which McNeil states she resides in Columbia, Missouri, Boone County, and states that the stalking occurred at 3610 Buttonwood Drive, Suite 200, Columbia, Missouri, Boone fucking County. Accordingly, because McNeil does not allege any act, let alone a substantial act giving rise to her claims, taken by OWN or Warner Brothers in the Eastern District of Missouri, venue does not lie in this district, and dismissal is proper under motherfucking Rule 12B fucking 3. Dismissal is proper for failure to state a claim. This is what everybody always telling her. I mean, even when she Karen Humphreys, they telling her, bitch, you ain't stated no claim. New factual assertions introduced, and didn't the judge get on her about doing this shit before? When Felicia Brim Ma's attorney said that she introduced some fucking assertions new in her response, didn't the judge already tell her that shit and strike that shit from the fucking record? What the fuck? Child. Now I done got excited. I need a meal. What time is it? Okay. I got to make sure I get up because I got to get Popeyes. I got to get me some KFC. I got to get me something. Okay. Because this is cause for a celebration, bitches. Okay. Okay. New factual assertions introduced in the response must be discarded by the court in ruling on OWN and Warner Brothers motion to dismiss under rule, despite the fact McNeil's complaint is they ignorant. I love this attorney. I might send him a gift card or something for lunch. You know what I'm saying? I think he deserves it. Despite the fact McNeil's complaint is 116 pages long, her response improperly introduces and relies upon facts not pled in and an exhibit not attached to the complaint. In addition to Exhibit 1, the following facts are asserted by McNeil in her response, but are not found anywhere in her lengthy complaint. What we got 4? Where they do 4 at? Let me see what 4 was. I don't remember seeing 4 on here. Oh, they gave a reference. Okay, this is the website for the U.S. courts in Missouri, the district courts and stuff like that, the divisions or whatnot, identifying Boone County on the divisional map of the Western District of Missouri. Tinhut. Period. They give a case study. Other grounds. Courts have held in several cases that on a question of venue, they will take judicial notice of county lines and the locations of towns. Okay, now these are the points that she put in her response, but did not put in her complaint, her lengthy complaint, they said. Okay, out of them 116 pages, the batch still couldn't find one page to put this shit on here. This rubbish. This baloney. Or like my mama Van say, baloney. That says baloney. Is this thing on? Mr. King and Mr. Scott are agents and or employees of OWN, wholly owned by Warner Brother Discovery. That's not true either, because OWN is owned 95% by Warner Brothers Discovery, and Oprah owns 5%, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Defendant OWN employs defendant Scott as a cast member on Love and Marriage Huntsville since 2019. The Warner Brother Discovery Company Code of Ethics provides Warner Brother is responsible for the actions of its agents and employees. Defendants, Mr. King and Mr. Scott, allocate part of the annual budget in the excess of $300,000 received from defendant OWN to defendant Marcella Irish Booth. Speak with your girl, Marcella. Also, they send introductions of who the gang known as the family attacks to defendant Miss Booth, asserting a similar allegations regarding the $300,000 budget. Defendant Miss Booth distributes funds and instructions to defendant Anthony Lofties and Natavia Garnier, which is moi. Your worst nightmare, bitch. To target a hit list of individuals to intimidate into silence or destruction on behalf of Mr. King and Mr. Scott. Plaintiff was one of those targets since July 2023. See that how much your bullshit you be on? See how much bullshit you be on? How they got your ass with your own bullshit? And the judge already told your ass about this shit before. I hope she sanctioned your ass. Members of the gang known as the family meet periodically. And again, how would you know the schedule of this if you not in said gang? How you get all of this intel on all of this shit if you the victim, but you ain't provided now one iota of proof? When did they meet? If they meet periodically, give us at least one date that they met. And why you ain't show Empress chat with me and Anthony motherfucking arguing that bitch, knowing this now that we ain't part of no motherfucking gang, fucking with him or Marcella? What the fuck? Members of the gang, known as the family, meet periodically and use company resources at telecommunication companies, e.g., example, AT&T Inc., Verizon Wireless. Why we need both of them? What we need both of them for? And why Verizon ain't on here? Why you ain't suing Verizon? Hospitals and LexisNexis to dox, harass, stalk, threaten, and intimidate individuals on behalf of Mr. King and Mr. Scott. And they got the references. Document 288, page 6, 7, 8, 7 through 8, and the fucking 9. Page 2 as well. Ja. Of course, these new facts and Exhibit 1 must be disregarded by the court in ruling on and Warner Brothers' motion to dismiss. Matters outside the pleadings may not be considered in deciding a Rule 12 motion to dismiss. Internal quotations omitted, batch. Ooh, wait a fucking minute. Okay, let me see. I'm going to get to this part in a minute because I ain't see 5 up here either. 2, the complaint. Wait a minute, let me see. Okay, 2 is long. So let me read this 5, this cliff note down here. Moreover, the code of ethics cited in the link provided by McNeil does not appear to state Warner Brothers is responsible for actions of its agents and employees. We should have clicked on that damn link. Period. Maria, Marcella needs to let us hold some, okay? Okay? I know she gave the grandbaby $100 to sit like that, but if you hold it $300K, I ain't get my distribution this month, okay? I ain't never got my distribution, period. And that's what she said across the seasons, and they on season 10. I ain't got my motherfucking distribution from none of them seasons to date. And I want my money if you got it. 2, the complaint should be dismissed for failure to comply with Rule 8. OWN and Warner Brothers moved for dismissal under Rule 8 because the complaint brings 14 indiscriminate claims against 21 defendants. It is a textbook. What the fuck? Kitchen sink pleading, in which McNeil asserts every possible cause of action against a host of defendants without facts specific enough that those defendants can respond to the allegations. Oh my God. That's exactly what she doing. That motherfucker said kitchen sink pleadings. Let me see what that means. In legal terminology, kitchen sink pleadings refer to a practice where a party includes every possible claim or defense, regardless of its merits, in a lawsuit. This approach is often criticized because it can clutter the case, make it more difficult to understand, and potentially weaken the stronger arguments by burying them within a mask of weaker ones. Wow. Overbearing the court, including numerous weak and irrelevant claims and defenses, can overwhelm the court and make it harder to identify the core issue of the case. Weaken strong claims. Stronger, more viable claims or defenses can be overlooked or underestimated when presented along a large number of weaker ones. And then that's why she's doing these with these 18,000 pages, because she know people not about to try to read through that bullshit. Increased discovery costs. The more claims and defenses asserted, the more expensive the discovery process becomes, leading to increased costs for all parties. Oh, that judge is going to fucking thank you. Are y'all hiring? Because I would love to be an employee. Okay. Even though I'm being accused of being one. So that means I got proper credentials from the gas station reference that I can work there, because I'm interested in this money, because y'all laying this bitch out. Okay. I mean, and this is no Vaseline here. Okay. This is no Vaseline. without facts specific enough for that those defendants can respond to the allegations. In response, McNeil claims her complaint is sufficient to meet the requirements of Rule 8 because it identifies parties, events, harm suffered, and federal and state legal violations. McNeil notably cites no authority for the proposition that a complaint satisfies the requirements of Rule 8 so long as it alleges these 4 requirements. McNeil also asserts her complaint links each defendant, including OWN and Warner Brother, to factual conduct, but this is simply not true. The only substantive factual allegation regarding either OWN or Warner Brother asserts that McNeil believes her identity and HIPAA protected information has been broadcasted to millions of viewers without authorization through social media venues, Oprah Winfrey Network, LLC, owned by Warner Brother Discovery. As previously argued, McNeil fails to identify even one instance in which such information was broadcast on OWN or by Warner Brothers. And as such, this lone allegation is insignificant to state as any claim against OWN or Warner Brothers. Bitch! First of all, your HIPAA violation, your HIPAA rights was not violated because, first of all, a Columbia newspaper article listed in their article that you have mental health, undiagnosed mental health issues. 3 of them. They didn't say what they were. That, if they would have said what they were, that would be a violation. But again, they're not a health professional, so they don't have to protect your motherfucking health information either. Anyway. So the bigger issue would have been, how did they know what specific diagnoses you had? Even on the recording that was played on my channel and PBE channel, those didn't violate your HIPAA violations either, because it just said that you had suffered. You used it as a mitigating circumstance to get out of fucking trouble for stalking and harassing them and all them people and shit like that and threatening them people, your clients, prior clients, and the attorneys. But yet you don't want people to know. That shit was public information. It's public record. They didn't say what specific diagnoses they were, even though we can fucking guess some of them. It don't mean that we know what they are. They didn't publish what each diagnosis was. So that's not a violation of your HIPAA violation. And if that information got out, then that's when you would have to cause a claim with your physician, your doctor, and all that, because that's who would have that proprietary information, not the judges and all that shit. Because I'm quite sure they didn't make them announce what those diagnoses were in the court. They just said that those diagnoses caused you to see threats that were not present. Do this attorney know this information, PBE? Do this attorney know about her previously mental illnesses that she had with the other cases that she had, displaying this same bullshit ass behavior? Let us know. Okay. McNeil also asserts her complaint links each defendant. Oh, okay, I read that one. Okay. Last, McNeil cites one case, and this is the case, for the proposition that even complex pro se pleadings should not be dismissed merely for a length where facts are discernible. The plaintiff in Reinhardt is a non-attorney prison inmate where she needs to be. McNeil, on the other hand, is a federal attorney licensed in the U.S. District Court of Missouri, Eastern and Western District, and is also a licensed attorney in the state of Missouri. Document 112, page 3. As As such, she is not afforded the benefit of the lower pleading standards for pro se litigants, bitch. Because you are pro se, but you are a pro se a fucking attorney, like Maurice is. Remember the one you was questioning his motherfucking credentials when we questioning your shit? Therefore, has no application here. So that Reinhardt case that you submitted, bitch, it has no bearings because that was an inmate that was not licensed attorney pleading his fucking case. For the various reasons set forth above, the complaint should be dismissed for failure to comply with Rule 8. Count 1 should be dismissed because they failed to demonstrate that OWN took any action under color of state. McNeil, again, admits OWN and Warner Brothers are private entities, but claims that she has alleged OWN and Warner Brothers through employees / cast members and agents engaged in a campaign to use legal process to chill plaintiffs' First Amendment activity by conspiring to misuse government legal mechanisms, i.e. court subpoenas and bar complaints. As stated in Section 2B, McNeil does not allege any facts significant to confer liability upon OWN or Warner Brothers via agency principle, and her complaint still fails to identify what state actors, OWN and Warner Brothers, took action in concert with, or what actions the unidentified state actors took that violated McNeil's First Amendment rights. And again, private citizens can't violate your First Amendment right. Only government officials and things like that can violate your First Amendment rights. The only case cited by McNeil is this one, which held that a plaintiff could bring a 28 U.S.C. claim if she can prove an employee of a private entity, defendant, and a policeman reached an understanding to deny plaintiff service in the store or to cause her subsequent arrest because she was a white person in the company of Negroes. What? With respect to the private party defendant, the court explained a private party involved in such a conspiracy, even though not an official of the state, can be liable under 1983 because private persons who jointly engage with state officials in their prohibited actions are acting under color of law for purposes of the statute. But unlike in the whatever that case is, Adikis, McNeil fails to identify a state actor, OWN or Warner Brother, was acting in concert with, let alone any sort of agreement between OWN, Warner Brothers, and a state actor to violate McNeil's First Amendment rights. Adikis does not, as McNeil's citation suggests, even remotely support the proposition that because other defendants are alleged to have issued subpoenas in an Alabama court case or filed bar complaints against McNeil in Missouri, OWN or Warner Brothers is somehow subject to 28 U.S.C. liability. Count 1 plainly fails to state a claim upon which relief can be granted, and it should be dismissed as motherfucking needed, bitch. Wait a minute. McNeil admits counts 2 and 3 should be dismissed. McNeil admits that her alleged violations under the FTCA did not afford a right to private action and instead asked the courts to construe her FTC claims as arising under Missouri Merchandising Practice Act. Oh my God. Or alternatively be granted leave to amend. No, bitch, you're not amending shit. This bizarre request should be denied. It is private suit for a violation of the MMPA. The plaintiff must demonstrate that she, one, purchased merchandise, which includes services from the defendants, two, for personal, family, or household purposes, and three, suffered an ascertainable loss of money or property, four, as a result of an act declared unlawful under section 407.202. Oh my God. This law does not involve McNeil's purchase of personal, family, or household goods or services from OWN or Warner Brothers, nor does McNeil allege she suffered a loss of money due to such purchase. Because the facts of this case do not come anywhere close to fitting within the realm of MMPA, any amendment by McNeil in this regard would be futile, as it could not survive a motion to dismiss under Rule 12B. Thus, counts 2 and 3 should be dismissed, and McNeil should not be granted leave to amend her complaint to state the MMPA claim against OWN or Warner Brothers. Okay, we on page 13 of this. We're gonna have to reconsume this one tomorrow, because I want to use these last little 10 minutes to see what Marcella done put in her motherfucking complaint, bitch, because she done also filed some shit. So tomorrow we're gonna resume this from page 13. Okay, let me go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so that was document 292. Don't let me forget that one. 292. Write that down. Where's all my paper? 292, and we was on page 13. Okay. Now, response to opposition plaintiff representing bankruptcy. Let's see what this is about. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so these ain't long. Okay, Marcella, defendant, response in opposition to plaintiff's misrepresentation regarding bankruptcy, improper disclosure of protected information, and continued abuse of process. Introduction. Marcella respectfully submits this response in opposition to plaintiff Saretha McNeil's latest filing, which includes fabricated bankruptcy exhibits, improper disclosure of protected court materials, and continued attempts to relitigate dismissed claims using retaliatory and procedurally defected tactics. Plaintiff actions reflect a continued abuse of process, coordinated smear campaign, and possible fraud upon the court. Yes, we need her. Okay. 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 Possible fraud upon the court. Yeah, I would request any fucking thing that she submit to the court be authenticated, because she's a fucking low down, dirty ass motherfucker fraud. Okay, she's a con artist, and that's my opinion. And it's looking like it's giving facts from the shit that she do, from her actions. Plaintiff misuse of bankruptcy filings and post-discharge fabrication. Plaintiff filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in January 2023. Okay. Later, in December 2023 is when she filed this lawsuit against all of these big entities. And the case was discharged before any alleged contact with Marcella Irish Booth or former defendant Vera Calvin. The exhibits attached in plaintiff's recent filing 291-1 I thought I just read that one. I didn't see that one. I'm gonna have to look again. Are not certified. Bitch, are you serious? You done submitted some shit to the fucking court and it ain't even got no timestamp from another court? How is you cool? What the hell Beyonce? Child. Or recognized as valid amended filings by any bankruptcy court. Plaintiff has not filed a motion to reopen her bankruptcy, nor has she submitted updated schedules, a revised BESUM form, or a new declaration under penalty of perjury. These purported amendments are posted HOC fabrications and constitute potential bankruptcy fraud under 18 USC. 3, improper disclosure of protected information from Maurice versus Own. Ooh, shit. Plaintiff has disclosed sealed and protected information obtained from a separate legal proceeding, Maurice versus Own, which was dismissed with prejudice. The material was designated for attorney eyes only and subject to a protective order that they done fucking broke. Plaintiff was not licensed counsel in that matter, and her inclusion of this information here violates the court's directive and further undermines the integrity of these proceedings. Marcella, was this sent to Alabama too? Yes, Marcella, she is a fucking fraud. Did you send this to Alabama too? Because they need to know. Judge Karen Hall in Alabama needs to know this shit right here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 4, improper and continued targeting of former defendant Vera Calvin. Plaintiff continues to improperly reference the former defendant Vera Calvin despite her full dismissal from this matter. Plaintiff use of sealed on records coupled with unsupported claims of a financial conspiracy involving Ms. Calvin are entirely without merit and serve no purpose other than harassment and reputational harm. And y'all know what? All of those comments that be in the Entertainment with True Tea podcast or whatever, or Entertainment with True Tea and Here for Hot Tea podcast, and Black Titanic, Earth Journeys, aka Black Titanic, all of those comments and stuff like that that's in those the comment section, all of those comments, all of those derogatory comments and stuff like that, screenshot those, okay? Because we have been, all of those can be used as proof of defamation, that third parties are believing this information that they're putting out that's defaming our fucking characters for reputational harm. Those things is evidence of reputational harm. To any of the content creators that's being attacked by those content creators, you have a right. You can take screenshots of those comments, okay? It's not illegal. It's on a public platform. You can take the screenshots of those comments to show that there is reputational harm and show what people is saying about you. Okay? Okay? 5, relief requested. Marcella respectfully requests that this court, 1, disregard plaintiff's bankruptcy exhibit, document 291-1, as unauthorized, unfiled, and fraudulent. Whoop. This is a bar complaint. 2, strike any sealed or protected unrelated information as improperly disclosed. Yeah, I got a feeling that whole shit gonna be struck. Just like they struck the stuff from Felicia Brand Moore. 3, refer plaintiff's actions for a possible investigation by the U.S. trustee. Cookie, read 4. refer plaintiff for Rule 11 sanctions and or issue a pre-filing injunction. Cookie, say, how is you cool? Say, what the hell? What the hell you say? Child. I cannot award attorney fees and costs incurred in responding to this baseless and retaliatory filing. Period, bitch. Okay. We have that here. So let me go back. Let me read this judicial notice first. So she also submitted a judicial notice to the court regarding plaintiff's bankruptcy discharge, fabricated amendments, and unauthorized disclosure of sealed documents. Bitch, don't you know we're on your ass? Every fucking thing you fucking submit, that shit better be signed, sealed, and fucking delivered. Because we already know you a fucking fraud. And we know that this shit is not above you. You already risked your fucking law license to do this bullshit. So we already know you ain't got shit to lose. After that law license gone, your mind already gone and fucked up. 1, document case closed. No amendments or creditors listed. On April 12, 2023, plaintiff received a discharge under 11 USC and her Chapter 7 case was closed. The original Schedule EF filed in January 2023 listed only 2 unsecured creditors, Discovery and Capital One. Now, I want to bring this to y'all attention. Who the fuck filed a bankruptcy with only 2 motherfucking creditors on that bitch with a debt under $12,000? Who do that? Beside a person that's concocting a motherfucking plan to get any debt out the way so that she can file these frivolous ass lawsuits and won't have to owe nobody shit from these motherfucking lawsuits if she was to get some money from these filings, bitch. Because she filed this January 2023. She filed those lawsuits in December of 2023. All this shit just so happened started happening to her after her bankruptcy was fucking closed. And why are you trying to amend it now to add PBE and Marcella? Because you think you about to lose this motherfucking case, or you trying to act like you being broke in January 2023 before wouldn't have no bearings on PBE or fucking Marcella in 2020 fucking 5. You can't go back then and pay back your debt that you owe to Discovery and Capital One, bitch. And you can reopen a bankruptcy to amend it, but you got to have good cause. And what cause do you have? None. Because I would think that if you was going to amend it, you would amend it with that $10 million judgment and add that on there that you owe T-Talk with your girl, that T-Talk with your girl owe you. Coupled with her already admitting in her court document that you had already discussed with her your motherfucking plan to sue YouTube and Google. And when were y'all cool? In 2023? Because where did she get that from? Where did she get that from? In April of last year, 2024, just a couple months after you submitted documents to sue TikTok, Google, her, and a couple content creators. Where would she get that notion from? And you not the only, and she not the only one, because PBE said it in her many rants on her page about your motherfucking ass, anonymous. We ain't supposed to be suing YouTube. We ain't supposed to be suing YouTube. So you disclosed this information to several motherfuckers of your intent to sue these corporations. Fraud. Fraud. And they already have this shit in here. At no point during the pendency of that bankruptcy were Marcella, Vera Calvin, YouTube owned, or any litigation related debts referenced or disclosed. 4, no motion to reopen the bankruptcy case has been filed. So how the fuck you submitting to the court that you filed for an amendment to add some motherfucking people onto your bankruptcy when bitch it ain't even record on court documents yet? That's if you even did it, which constitutes fucking fraud. And no lawful amendment has been made through the U.S. Bankruptcy Court. Because again, that stuff is public record. That's how they know about everybody's fucking bankruptcy. 5, on or about July 29, 2025, plaintiff submitted a set of unauthenticated amended schedules in the court under document 289-1. Okay, this is 289. Falsely listing Ms. Booth and others as creditors. These filings appear self-generated. She did it herself. So is this what you was doing in your time with Benny? Did Benny learn this shit from you, or did you learn it from Benny? Because it seemed like you've been at this shit. You and Benny might have been knowing each other. Contain no court stamps or certifications. Were not submitted to any bankruptcy docket. Have no legal effect. Again, you submitting shit that's not even necessary, and not even that, you submitting shit fraudulently. Because if you requested for an amendment, that would have been on that bankruptcy damn docket. Period. And they wouldn't have did it this motherfucking fast any fucking way. Because you don't even have a fucking legitimate reason to request an amendment after 2.5 years later. 6, these fabricated filings have already been challenged in a pending motion to strike and request for sanction with supporting declaration and documentation. See docket for details, exhibits, and available upon request. 2, unauthorized disclosure of sealed material. Plaintiff also improperly disclosed sealed discovery and financial materials originating from the Maurice J. Scott versus Helen Griffin et al. Litigation in Madison County, Alabama, and she gives the case number. A protective order entered on July 8, 2025 in that case expressly limits such content to attorneys' eyes only. 9, plaintiff is not an attorney of record in the Alabama pleading, is not admitted to practice in that jurisdiction, and had no authority to view, copy, or refile those materials in this court. 10, these disclosures violate the protective order and reflect a broader pattern of improper conduct in this matter. Did Marcella say if she filed this shit with the Alabama court for the violation of that protective order? Oh, not yet. Okay. Okay. Get on that shit. Okay. You know what? Actually, since she mentioned me in this shit, I might put something together tomorrow. Yeah. Maybe I'll put something together tomorrow so that we can actually get this information to Judge Karen Hall. Okay. Attentiones. 3, purpose of this notice. Defendant Marcella respectfully requests that this court take judicial notice of the above detailed facts, which are based on public available court records and prior filings, already supported by documents submitted in the present docket, critical to understanding plaintiff continued misuse of federal procedures to retaliate against dismissed parties and improperly influence the record. Good job. Good job on this one. Your ass is on notice. So let's get to this other one because I think it's a little gem in this one. That must be using a gem, and Marcella got her people as little gems. Cha. Okay, so this is the motion to strike plaintiff's fraudulent bankruptcy exhibit and request for sanction. Marcella respectfully moves this court to strike plaintiff Sarita McNeil's recent filed bankruptcy exhibits, document 289. Okay, so that's in 289. So we're going to have to get that one tomorrow, which purports to amend her January 2023 Chapter 7 petition more than 2 years post-discharge without court approval or legal justification. These documents, see, that's how you notice she always on that bullshit. Because why would you even submit this shit? Why would you even file for an amendment? Because we said that your motherfucking ass got judgments and you got a bankruptcy. So you try to be slick and act like you was already on top of the shit when your ass clearly ain't. These documents are not part of any official bankruptcy court docket, lack certification or timestamp, and appear to be self-prepared fabrications intended to mislead this court, defame former defendant Vera Calvin, and retaliate against Marvin Booth. Child, Marcella, them people don't know how to spell your name. Child, let's move on. The attached forms dated July 29, 2025 were submitted in bad faith in attempt to retaliate claims already discharged and dismissed. These so-called amendments were never filed through a motion to reopen or properly served under Rule 1009A of the 510 of the Federal Rules of Bankruptcy Procedure. And she's also a bankruptcy attorney, so she should know these rules, but clearly she's an attorney as well, and she still don't know the law or the rules properly. Okay. Grounds for striking the bankruptcy exhibit. Under Rule 12F, the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, a court may strike from a pleading any matter that is redundant, immaterial, impertinent, or scandalous. The bankruptcy exhibit submitted by plaintiff, document 289-1, meet all criteria for exclusion. 1, unauthenticated and unauthorized. Plaintiff never reopened her Chapter 7. This bitch. Her Chapter 7 case. The filings were not uploaded to the PACER, not verified by any court, and contain no clerk stamp, filing date, or certificate of service. 2, fabricated financial claims. These documents contain speculative and inflammatory financial statements falsely implicating Marcella and former defendant Vera Calvin, individuals not involved in plaintiff's bankruptcy at any stage. 3, all it did was mention that she had a bankruptcy because her motherfucking ass tried to say Marcella had one and she had somebody else motherfucking name. Post-discharge manipulation. Plaintiff's Chapter 7 petition was filed and discarded months before any alleged contact with Ms. Booth or Ms. Calvin, creating new schedules over 2 years later and attempting to introduce them in this federal civil case is not only improper, it constitutes a possible violation of 18 USC. False declarations and 157 bankruptcy fraud. Gosh. You're a hit, bitch. Oh, is you cool? 4, protective order violation. In addition, plaintiff improperly disclosed sealed financial materials from the Maurice versus own litigation governed by a protective order July 8th, 2025 in Alabama court case. Exhibit B, the court explicitly restricted this disclosure to attorney eyes only, and plaintiff was not licensed or listed as counsel in that matter. Remember how they try to act like Maurice shouldn't have been at the court case because he didn't have to be? Then why the fuck is you releasing information on these court documents that was sealed that you weren't supposed to know shit about? Again, she is getting all of these people in trouble with her dog whistles. This is her passive aggressive way of getting all of these people in trouble. She's trying to get Black Titanic them in trouble because they know that that lawyer is not real and fraudulently, and it's her ass. But since they know this shit, she has this shit where she's putting this shit out here where she's gonna get them in trouble too. Plaintiff, a suspended attorney with prior disciplinary history, is presumed to know the legal limits of bankruptcy amendments. Her deliberate filings of fake unfiled documents in this proceeding is sanctionable under Rule 11 and constitutes a waste of judicial resources and reputational harm to both the movement and the defendants. Marcella respectfully requests that this court strike document 281 from the record, issue Rule 11 sanctions against plaintiff for submitting knowingly false documents. 3, refer this matter to the U.S. trustee or appropriate disciplinary authority for potential investigation under Rule 18 USC. This is also could be if you know the judge doesn't refer this to the U.S. trustee, this can also be referred to the Missouri OCDC, the Office of Chief Disciplinary Counsel for Missouri, as fraud as well. This can be investigated by them as well. If you are submitting documents that you have not submitted properly to the court, but you're submitting it to this court as if you have submitted this stuff properly. Enjoin plaintiff from submitting future filings referencing her closed bankruptcy without a motion to reopen or proper authentication. 5, award fees and costs to I guess it's supposed to be Marcella incurred in preparing this response. Okay, she put up in here that she is under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true. This is what anonymous Sarita McNeil supposed to be doing too, but she damn sure don't. Okay. Exhibits, plaintiff purported 2025 amendment. Okay, we can see it in here. Let's go down. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Oh, this is the court order where the judge put the protective order. This is the protective order from the judge for the information that she fucking submitted to the court, because that's the only way. She wasn't saying nothing about no $300,000 for no production budget before this information right here was released. Okay, she wasn't saying it before July 8th. Okay, that's a protective order. fuck? Yeah, we can't read this one. We can't read these. The following documents are attached for solid. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. This was a clear plan that you had concocted. This is the plot, bitch. It's for you to come on this damn YouTube to act like motherfuckers was doxing and doing all this shit to you while you was planning on doing all this shit. This is what you had planned. Because who the fuck filed bankruptcy for this? Discovery, $7,000. A personal loan from Capital One for $4,000. And you an attorney, so your damn limit on your discovery card was only what, 5,000? If you owe 7,000. So what's all of this for? Who the fuck? And you're a bankruptcy attorney. There's not enough debt for you to be filing no damn Chapter 7. Note, no mention of Vera Calvin, Marcella Booth, YouTube, on, or any other litigants. This is her discharge. Discharge granted. They shouldn't have even discharged this shit. The case is closed. The discharge applies only to the scheduled debts. No amendments, reopening, or claims regarding Vera Calvin or Marcella Booth. Oh shit. Oh shit. Do you see what I see? What I see? There it lies. Another countersuit for damages under state tort law. Motion to file counterclaim for damages under state tort law comes now. Defendant and counterclaimant Marcella Booth appearing pro se, and for her counterclaim against plaintiff Sarita L. McNeil states as follows. Parties counterclaim Marcella is an individual residing in the state of Virginia. Rick James Esquire reside in Missouri. 3, this court has jurisdiction over the counterclaim pursuant to This claim is under controversy. Venue is proper. As given a rise, the claims occurred in this district. Factual background. McNeil has filed multiple court pleadings disclosing Booth's YouTube channel, full home address, and personal phone number, despite Booth never having had any personal or professional contact with her. Not only that, but your motherfucking ass, your lawyer told this batch not to contact you, so she knew you had an attorney. 6, McNeil has falsely claimed that Booth is working for OWN or Carlos King and receiving compensation exceeding $300,000, which is demonstrably false and defamatory. 7, as a result of McNeil's public court disclosure, Booth has received online threats of bodily harm, had her YouTube channel targeted by coordinated false strikes from McNeil's known online associates, including True T, Black Titanic, and Misdiagnosis, and has suffered reputational and emotional distress. McNeil has published fictitious amended bankruptcy schedules and baseless financial claims as part of a fraudulent effort to implicate Booth in a conspiracy to defraud without any supporting evidence of legitimate court filings. Claims for relief. Count 1, defamation. McNeil knowingly published false statements about Booth, alleging she was paid for participation in a lawsuit and implying involvement in a fraudulent financial conspiracy. You should have also added about this gang, this illegal gang activity. These statements were made with actual malice and have irreparable harm, boost public standing and credibility. I don't know about this one, Marcella. I gotta keep it 100. But it's true still, okay? Count 2, invasion of private, public disclosure of private facts. McNeil published Booth's full address, phone number, and YouTube channel in public records for the purpose of inciting harassment and retaliation. 12, as a direct result, Booth has received online threats, hate speech, and targeted attacks on her livelihood. This is a fact. This is a fact. 3, count 3, intentional infliction of emotional distress. McNeil's repeated filings of defamatory and fabricated allegations was done with the intent to harm Booth emotionally. Booth has suffered extreme emotional distress requiring medical and therapeutic intervention, period. Y'all see me and my blood pressure rises on the damn live just reading the fucking documents with the stupid ass allegations that she's defaming our characters with. That's enough. That's a fucking enough. I need breaks from this shit because this shit is so fucking ridiculous that you have to defend yourself against people. And again, those comments from those idiots in her comment section shows that people believe this shit actually. That is that reputational harm. 5, abusive process. McNeil has misused the court system to file retaliatory and procedurally improper claims against Booth without basis. These filings were designed to provoke harassment and discourage Booth's participation in court proceedings. Damages. Booth has suffered emotional, reputational, and economic harm as a result of McNeil's actions. Booth seeks compensatory damages in the amount of $120,000. $120,000. Run me my money. And just imagine if she can add Black Titanic's daughter on here from that early discovery motion. But with what on them put out, our stuff may get dismissed as moot because it looked like all of this shit about to be dismissed for improper venue. Okay, so everybody that's probably involved in the case, even the ones that have default judgments on them, probably is going to get those taken care and knocked out the park anyway. So thank you to Marcella or whoever got those judgments and shit like that. And but I hope the judge grants people some relief that has been participating in these fucking filings, because this shit is time consuming, it's stressful, and all of this shit. And you can't undo what the fuck you can't unring a bell. So she's already filed this shit in fucking court. The court filings is defamatory enough. That's enough proof right there. Not get them bitches, as my son would say when he was younger, child. Not your son cut the fool. Damn, she won 120 bands, batch. And why would she only be won 120 from you, but she charged Carlos them $300K? Sarita. For cost of this action, for such other and further relief as the court deems just and proper. This is her declaration. She had her exhibits in here in order. This is what you call real exhibits, okay? That's showing actual proof of facts. Facts that she filed bankruptcy and the date that she filed the bankruptcy, court seals and things like that, that she actually filed these things. And then no mention of a Marcella or a PBE, but now you want to file an amended one or act like you filed an amended one. Tell the court, misrepresent yourself to the court, then say that you filed an amended complaint, amended bankruptcy, and you didn't. Child. Let me give my raggedy ass something to fucking eat. We'll be back here tomorrow, same place, same time, probably earlier, so we can get off into these other documents, because I'm curious to see the reference in the 291-1 document that I missed, apparently. And then we got to finish off owns and discoveries. Reading for filth. Legally. Okay? We have to finish that shit. We got to finish that shit tomorrow. Okay, we was on page 13. I think it was only 20 pages. So we on 13. So we halfway through that shit. But I'm very interested. Not you with the diss track. Child. I'm so depressed. I can't even go live, crying every day, chest pains. The diss track put me in darkness. I can't even go live. I'm so depressed. Crying every day, chest pains, headaches. Yes, this shit is very fucking stressful for people to be sending you all of this shit when you trying to enjoy your family. You have, new grandbabies and stuff, and old grandbabies, and family to take care of. And these motherfuckers is constantly picking, constantly stalking you. You have even open police investigations on these motherfucking cases, case numbers, period, investigator, period. Okay. But they still are relentless. They are relentless. So we are banking on the judicial system to stop this shit. To stop it. I'm right there with you, Marcella. A lot of us is on this bitch being lied on. Like, again, our characters is defamed. Y'all see those comments that just the cruelest shit in these people comment sections. Not one iota of proof. But we digress. We digress. We have to push through and try to make it. I'll be praying for everybody involved. What you mean the screen is blank? I should be back on the screen. Y'all don't see me? They done shut my live stream down? Yes, they're always, you like, again, you come on, it don't matter what you talk about. You can talk about the sky being blue, and you're going to get accused of, illegally researching the sky's color, all this shit. It's just too much. But oh no, I ain't eating chicken. I'm about to go get me some though. I gotta catch KLC before they close. I think Popeye's closed already, but we digress. We got to check it out. All right, so let me get up out of here so I can go get me some in my tummy. And I'm gonna do my TikToks for Love After Lockup, because I told y'all I was gonna do that today, or I might come back tonight. We'll see if I get in the zone, and we'll come back tonight and do Love After Lockup. Make sure y'all caught up on it, okay? All right, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all everybody for coming, and again, prayer for relief for all the content creators involved. All right.